teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Baltimore Ravens and the Cincinnati Bengals.
To kick off for Baltimore.
Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. First carry for the former Oklahoma Sooner, Joe Mixon. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a first down.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Now Joe Mixon. Malik Harrison on the tackle.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Second and 6 at the 39-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. He's going to sling this deep down. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bengals are going to take a first-quarter lead. Not a bad way to start it.
And I think that was part of their script because so many teams script their opening possessions, and whether it's just that possession or even deeper into the half, sometimes it's 15 to 30 plays. That had to be one in there where they call a shot play. Go for the big one, and they got it done.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
On play action, it's Bridgewater. Oh, he's going to take a shot. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. It's a gain of 35.
Raven first down.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. A collegiate star here in the Buckeye State, it's J.K. Dobbins. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
From the 38, Bridgewater. That's going to be caught by Josh Reynolds. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards there and a first down. They'll run. It's Dobbins. Logan Wilson that time there to bring him down.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
On second down, a run with Dobbins. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
On third down, Bridgewater. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown.
Complete.
Josh Reynolds, his first touchdown on the year. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. The fly route works for the TD Graham.
And you know what the receivers love to say? If we get even with the defender, we're leaving. And that's exactly what he did, all the way into the end zone. And then he was on the business end catching it once he got over the stripe.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. But let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3-3-yard gains, that means they're punting the ball likely on fourth down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. Man open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Cortland Sutton, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bengals have taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
2nd and 5.
Second and 5 now. Bridgewater going deep for Diggs. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Stephon Diggs, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Taken down.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
On the play. 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Now Burrow to throw on second down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And this one will be brought back to the 22. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception. A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
On second down, Dobbins, and he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. And the Ravens are going to have it 1st and goal as he'll take this down to about the 3.
The ball carrier.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Option play, and they'll hand to Dobbins. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. These two teams all tied after 1.
That's the end of the first quarter, with the score tied 14-14.
Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. From the gun, Bridgewater. And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. So on 4th down, here's the Ravens Pro Bowl kicker, Justin Tucker, out onto the field.
Yard attempt.
And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And the Ravens strike first at 3-zip. They had it first and goal, 3 attempts, couldn't get it in, so they settle for 3.
Yeah, the field tends to shrink a little bit the closer you get to the goal line, doesn't it? It doesn't sound right. It sounds a little counterintuitive. But you run out of space to run the deep routes, so they can just sit on the shorter stuff if you're going to throw it. If you want to run it, there's just not as much space. They end up having to take 3 there.
Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll hand it off here. This is Mixon. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. A CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react. But the first 2 drives yielded touchdowns, so there's no reason for them to feel like they have to pull back on the reins. They pushed it downfield, looking for another one right there. Didn't get it, but we know they're going to continue to be bold.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
55, Mike, 55. Watch the pass. Check 55, Mike. Hey, let's get in that hole. Mike 55, Mike 55. Don't get nervous. Mike 55.
Burrow will throw. He finds his running back, Mixon. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A Bengal first down on the 16-yard pickup there.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
On 2nd down, Burrow. And now he'll turn, and off his back foot, he'll heave this deep. Then he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line. 2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
On 2nd down now, Dobbins, and he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a 1st down.
And that's a nice pickup of a 1st down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for 2nd down. 36-yard line. They'll try to throw here now. Bridgewater. They set up the screen for Dobbins. Finding some room at midfield. And finally down at the 32-yard line. Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined them.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one? All I can think of is that someone on the field got confused.
Must have.
It had to, because you're going to take the yards on that penalty each and every time.
They'll run here with Dobbins. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here a throw taken in by Watkins. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 16. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They'll run the jet sweep with Brown. And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
Off the play fake, Bridgewater. Steps away to his left. And that's going to be incomplete. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
Now on 2nd and 16, Bridgewater. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Mark Andrews, his 4th touchdown on the year as the Ravens push further out in front.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
Tucker with the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
5-yard line. The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
They turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here.
The 28-yard line.
Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A first down there on a pickup of 25. The last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know there's a quarterback in this league that's any good that doesn't throw an interception occasionally, and they usually bounce back in a big way. I've seen guys throw 5 and still find a way to win the game at the end.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Defense wins championships, baby. 155, 155.
Now it's Burrow. And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. Picked off at the 47. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation. But sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Carl Lawson, credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. After the sack on first down, Bridgewater. Man open left side is Brown. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
They go play action. Bridgewater. Going deep for Diggs. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And he will be out of bounds as time has run out on this first half. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Ravens out in front. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Ravens ready to receive it. And they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. The left side caught by Diggs. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. Now Dobbins. And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
The last run got 3. Now here's second and 7. Another run here with Dobbins. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Dobbins, the ball carrier.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Now a throw for the left sideline, and he's got it.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going, and if points result, we'll call this play significant.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on first and 10. They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it second and 6.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Ball carrier.
No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
Play fake. Bridgewater. He gets it to Brown. Complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big one there on 3rd down. They hit for 30 yards.
Oftentimes now offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
They'll run on 1st down. Dobbins, and brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead.
Well, I can certainly tell my age, partner, because when I was a kid, running backs like J.K. Dobbins with over 2,000 yards in their final season in college, they went early in the draft. Instead, he somehow lasted until the 2nd round. But how great is it to get a guy with that ability who can run it inside, run to the perimeter, and catch the football in the backfield? Be able to get him in the 2nd round, that's what I call a steal.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Tucker's kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does, depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. Burrow going to fake to Mixon and now look to throw. He's got a man. It's Sutton. That's complete. And he is going to have a Bengals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a 1st down.
At the 42-yard line.
Come on out here. Come get some. Come 19 tight. 19 tight. He don't want it. 55's my guy. 55. Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball. Check. 55's the mine. Buffalo 18.
Now it's Burrow trying to lay one up deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. 3rd quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. Now Burrow going deep downfield for Ross. And that'll be incomplete. Burrows took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off near the 44. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. Well, this is one heck of an individual performance we're witnessing. That is now his third interception. And keep in mind, folks, this isn't a safety or a cornerback. This is a linebacker.
Does this feel to you like he's having a flashback? Because a lot of these linebackers we see in the NFL, in high school, they were offensive stars. They touched the football all the time. It's like he said to himself, let's go back and put on the letter jacket and go get the football. How about this one? 3 interceptions thus far. Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On 2nd and 9. Bridgewater, and they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
First down, Dobbins. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they've practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They'll go again with Dobbins. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. Now a carry for Dobbins. And they'll get him down right around the 16. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Well, no doubt here in the fourth quarter, this is a huge defensive series.
Hey, they can read the scoreboard. They realize if they give up a field goal here, this game might be out of reach. They understand the stakes and are playing accordingly.
Play action now. Bridgewater. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off down at the 2. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return. That is the play they needed in a 2-score game here in the fourth quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute. Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. And he'll drop here to throw. Got a man open. It's Sutton. And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. Unable to corral him. He fights through. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That's a gain of 13 as they try to whittle away at this 13-point deficit.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Here we go, D. All day, defense. All day. All day. Whip. Watch the whip. Mike 40, Mike 19. Strip that.
Now Mixon. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. This drive starts with 2 steps forward and now 1 back. A pair of first downs, and here a loss of yardage. Second and 14. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Now Joe Burrow on 3rd and long. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. When that ball popped free, we could hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone of the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on it.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them.
And that'll be caught. Touchdown, Ravens. It's Hollywood Brown.
Complete to
Marquise Brown.
Touchdown.
His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about...
And it'll be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
33. Bengals 14.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Preston Smith comes in for the sack.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
On 2nd down, here's Burrow. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Well, you won't hear any boos from this home crowd on that call.
No, not at all, and it's been a long day for this crowd waiting for this game. It's been a long evening as well. Finally, they feel they got a call.
Throwing now, Burrow on first down. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete passing we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them holding them under 200 today.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow going deep downfield for Ross. That's caught at the 25. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. John Ross, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bengals are able to cut into this lead.
You got to understand situational football because they're playing with the lead here late in the ball game. So the back defender has got to be as deep as the deepest receiver. Keep everything in front of you, rally up and make the play.
Yeah, you would think they had the 3-score lead. Now it's down to 2, but 3-score lead here late, that they wouldn't give up a big pass play like that, but they did. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked out officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They'll keep it on the ground. Dobbins, and they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. That's complete to his running back, J.K. Dobbins. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 3rd down, Bridgewater. Flushed out right. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And this one will be touchdown inside the 40-yard line.
At their own 39-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
Now Burrow to throw on 2nd down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone and throw into the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Play action. It's Burrow. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirt.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
They'll keep it on the ground. Dobbins, and he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
A gain of 7. 1st down.
Here's Dobbins. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Call it a gain of 11 yards, and that should just about do it.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
On 2nd down, Dobbins. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And I know I'm not breaking any news when I say that any road win in this league is a good one.
No doubt.
But it's a double bonus when you get a victory on the road in your division.
And when you start a season, each team breaks down their schedule in different ways. Some do it every 4 games, right? Let's go quarterly. Others say, listen, we've got to take care of our home field. And, you know, out of a 16-game season, if you get 8 at home, let's at least win 7 at home and split our road games. That's what you're trying to get done. So you're exactly right. A road win, precious, especially within the division.
So for the Ravens, they climb back to 500 now at 3 up and 3 down. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Pain. Can I kick it? Just to flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask. Can I?